Hello, everyone. Since I bought GoPro 9 last year, I've been enjoying taking video while walking with GoPro, hanging it around my neck. Now, I made a comparison video of GoPro 9 versus GoPro 10. The GoPro 10 used here as a rental item in order to make this video. Because of a short rental period, shooting contents and conditions are limited. Besides, the tripod rotation stage used is not highly accurate, and the way of thinking and method may be wrong. Please enjoy this video as entertainment. In this video, unless otherwise specified, I set those conditions as you see. GoPro's MP4 file includes a lot of information as metadata. I used them to make a gauge. First, I'm going to explain the orientation of GoPro body. GoPro has an accelerometer and gyroscope to prevent camera shake like smartphones and other cameras. At the stationary state, the accelerometer tells us the orientation of GoPro body with respect to the direction of gravity, namely the gravity vector. The X, Y and Z axis of the accelerometer and gyroscope are defined as you can see in the top left photo. The horizontal level meter represented by a round pie chart shows the inclination of the body, which is calculated from the X-axis and Z-axis components of the gravity vector. I used this gauge to review the horizontal level stabilization. A gyroscope is a sensor that detects angular velocity. By integrating it in time, we can know the orientation of GoPro body. The initial value is set as 0 with the angle at the recording start. Since errors are accumulated during integration, it sometimes shows a wrong direction, but this does not affect the video stabilization. The green object on the right shows a virtual GoPro to crop the video image for the video stabilization. It's difficult to explain, but for example, if GoPro body turns to the left due to the camera shake, this virtual GoPro turns to the right by the same angle. Here, we'll call real GoPro and cropping GoPro for convenience. What algorithm to crop the captured videos as a showcase for each camera manufacturer. The two bars graphs to the right of the horizontal level meter show the magnitude of the angular velocity and its time derivative, so-called angular acceleration. I added them as a guide to see how to distinguish between the camera shakes and slow pan operations, where the video stabilization doesn't work. ISO sensitivity and shutter speed bar graphs are shown to the left of the horizontal level meter. The metadata also includes the internal temperature. I think that this temperature monitor will lead to a thermal stop. The explanation of the gauge has become long, but please see the actual gauge I made. You can see that both real GoPro and cropping GoPro are vibrating violently. For pan-free camera work, the ideal video stabilization is that real GoPro and cropping GoPro vibrate with the same amplitude, just in the opposite direction of vibration. The ISO sensitivity is between 200 and 400, and the shutter speed is between 600 and 900. The internal temperature shows over 49 degrees. This graph shows the horizontal level angle change at this walking. You can see it shaking by nearly 10 degrees peak to peak. Now I will introduce the accessories used in this video. For launching GoPro 9 and GoPro 10, I used the genuine GoPro remote control you see. Once connecting each GoPro to the remote control, we will be able to select multi-camera mode. Regarding the startup responsiveness, GoPro 9 started up within 0.3 seconds after GoPro 10. Depending on the Bluetooth situation, both of them may be started at the same time. Basically, I prefer to use a silicone case. In addition, a 52mm filter adapter is attached so that CPL filters and ND filters can be attached. In this case, the silicone case is partly cut off with scissors. Two GoPro were mounted on the jig you see. I placed each GoPro at equal distances from the 1/4 inch screw hole in the center of the jig to the center of the lens. However, as you can see, the balance of the center of gravity becomes unbalanced. When walking, it hangs on the neck mount you see. I came here, to Kasai Rinkai Park Nishi Nagasa in Tokyo, where we can overview the horizon. It is the best place to check the horizontal level stabilization. At first, I turn to the left and then the right. At this slow pan, cropping GoPro does not respond, but I feel that GoPro 10 is slightly cropping. Next, I rotate the horizontal angle counterclockwise and clockwise. Both GoPro 9 and GoPro 10 seem to be able to maintain the horizontal level up to around 45 degrees. The horizontal recovery angle when the horizontal level is broken and then returned to the horizontal level was 43 or 44 degrees for both GoPro 9 and GoPro 10. There was no difference between the two. On the official GoPro website, the horizontal maintenance angle is 27 degrees for GoPro 9 and 45 degrees for GoPro 10. I am not sure, but it may be different when camera shake vibration is applied on the slow pan operations. Finally, I rotate GoPro vertically. Here's a clear difference between GoPro 9 and 10. As you can see the horizon position in the video, it moves slimy in GoPro 10. Apparently, it's a difference in the firmware version of 10, not between 9 and 10. Later, I will compare it with the video before the firmware version update. Now, let's check the horizontal stabilization in the room. Here, I also check the reaction of the back LCD monitor. I installed a plate that rotates together with the pan head, as shown in the photo. You can easily understand how the cropping for horizontal level maintenance is working. Then, please look at the behavior of the LCD monitors as well. You can see the horizontal plate and the horizontal level gauge rotating at the same angle. The horizontal maintenance angle and horizontal maintenance recovery angle were almost the same as the check at Kasai Rinkai Park earlier. In the actually recorded video, the image will switch over several frames until it is no longer held horizontally, but the back LCD monitors seem to switch instantly on a frame-by-frame basis. Regarding the slimy behavior of GoPro 10 in Kasai Rinkai Park video, I am going to compare it with the similar pan operation before version update. From the metadata I graphed the behavior of cropping GoPro 10. After updating the firmware, I found that cropping works for slow pans. I'm sure the same thing happens with all the axis rotations, but it's hard to notice because of the scenery change. Finally, instead of slow pan, I am going to provide a fast-moving pulse in order to make pseudo-camera shakes. The specific method is very simple. I several times tapped the hand lever of the tripod in the left and right directions. You can see real GoPro and cropping GoPro are slightly vibrating simultaneously, but in the opposite direction. From the metadata, I graphed the pulse-like angle change at this time. It turned out that it gives a pseudoshake of about 6 degrees in a pulse shape. When calculated on the Google map, the distance between the Marinucci building and the Shin Marinucci building is equivalent to 24 degrees when viewed from where I am standing, so this quarter of the viewing angle is added as a camera shake. There is no pulse screen blur. You can see that the video stabilization is working for both GoPro 9 and GoPro 10 very well. However, if I try to quantitatively grasp the difference, it seems difficult to keep the accuracy, so I interrupt this kind of the verification, unfortunately. Finally, I summarized the results briefly. Well, another comparison video of GoPro 9 and GoPro 10 will be uploaded soon. Please see that as well. Thank you for watching.